is the 18th anniversary of the death of Croatia's first president, Franjo Tuđman. This morning, members of the government laid wreaths and lit candles at his grave in Zagreb's Mirogoj cemetery. Yesterday, a commemoration was held in the National Home Palace in Zagreb, which was attended by members of the government and the HDZ political party Tuđman founded. In his address, senior HDZ member Vladimir Šeks said that Tuđman's achievement was to have established Croatia as a free, sovereign and democratic state. Prime Minister Plenković added that Tuđman had laid the foundations for Croatia's European path, and now the job was to strengthen the country's stability and institutions, its economic growth and development, and its social solidarity and justice. After Slovenian Foreign Minister Karl Erevec confirmed that his country was preparing a lawsuit against Croatia for not recognizing the international arbitration ruling on the two countries' border dispute, the Maribor-based Večer daily newspaper is reporting that Slovenian Prime Minister Miro Cerar is not at all pleased about the radical statements being made by his chief of diplomacy. Croatian Prime Minister Andrej Plenković believes a bilateral solution to this dispute is within reach, telling the press that Cerar would first visit Zagreb and then a Croatian delegation would go to Slovenia. Head of Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee and the HDZ's International Secretary, Miro Kovac, has said he doesn't know on what grounds Slovenia intends to sue Croatia, emphasising that the only way to resolve this issue is through bilateral talks. He said that the European Commission was welcome to give its opinion, but in the end the decision was Croatia and Slovenia's alone. Glas MP and former Foreign Minister Vesna Pusic has said that both sides could accept the arbitration ruling, and the most controversial issue concerns fishing rights for Croatian fishermen in the Piran Bay. She said that in this regard the two prime ministers had already established the basis for an agreement. The leader of the regional Istrian IDS party, Boris Miletic, has emphasised that bilateral talks are the only way to resolve the border dispute. Today is International Human Rights Day. On this day in 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was signed. This declaration contains 30 principles of fundamental human rights and marks the first time in history that the right to life, freedom and safety was guaranteed to all people in law. The Zagreb Advent Run was held this afternoon with the competitors dressed in Christmas costumes. The aim of the event is to raise money for the associations who care for patients in the Children's Hospital in Zagreb. Sport, and in the 19th round of the Croatian Football League, Zagreb's Dinamo defeated Istra 5-1 yesterday. This is Dinamo's 26th consecutive victory, and they currently have an impressive 12-point lead over second-placed Osijek, who defeated Rudeš yesterday 3-0. At 3 p.m. this afternoon, Zagreb's Lokomotiva host Split's Hajduk, while at 5 p.m. Rijeka face Slaven Belupo in Rijeka. And in the regional ABA Basketball League, Zagreb's Cedevita defeated Partizan last night in Belgrade. The score was 92-82. This afternoon, clouds are expected to gather from the west and precipitation is expected during the evening and night along the northern coast and in the mountains, where there will be sleet and snow. Elsewhere, it'll be at least partly sunny with a gradual build-up of cloud towards the end of the day. On the coast, there'll be a southeasterly yugo and southerly wind, which will strengthen, becoming very strong or gale force strength on the northern coast by the end of the day. Average daily temperatures will be between 3 and 6 degrees Celsius inland, between 10 and 14 degrees on the coast. The next 2 days will be unusually warm for this time of year. On Monday it'll be very windy with a strong to very strong and in the mountains gale force strength southwesterly wind. Rain is expected in places, mainly in the mountains on Monday, and then towards the end of Tuesday and again on Wednesday, when it'll become colder. On the coast there'll be a strong to gale force strength southeasterly yugo wind on Monday, with rain in places, especially on the northern coast. This yugo wind will weaken from Tuesday, but the weather will remain very changeable and relatively warm.